Hello and welcome to Blossom Sandwich Sews. My name is Yvette and in this video I'm going to be telling you about my plans for the SewFruity 24 project that I am hosting in June. So here's a little sneak peek of the fabric. Before I get into it, go and check out my previous video if you haven't heard of SewFruity, because there's loads more details in that video, including like the FAQs. But basically all you have to do is sew anything fruit themed. It doesn't have to be a fruit print, it could be fruity colours or shapes. It doesn't have to be a garment for it. Sew anything and share it to Instagram on the 30th of June to be in with a chance of winning some of our amazing prizes. But yeah, do follow me at Blossom Sandwich on Instagram and check out my previous video for the full details of joining in with the challenge. So before I get into my plans, I'll tell you about what I'm wearing, because this is one of my previous SewFruity makes, because I've hosted this challenge for 4 years now. So this was my make. I wasn't really an entry because I feel like I can't award myself the prizes for my own challenge. But this was my make for the 2022 SewFruity. And it is the Sew House 7 Romy Gather dress in a viscose, which I bought from Sister Mintaka. So it's not available anymore, but it was called Fruit Juice, and it's just a really lovely, like smooth, soft viscose. It's very floaty and drapey and perfect for the summer. It's got really tropical vibes, this print, and all kinds of different fruits all over it. So yeah, really love this dress. I didn't get to wear it much in 2023 because I live in the UK and the weather was not very nice and I didn't go on a nice summery holiday or anything, but I'll put in a picture of me wearing it. I did manage to go to the beach in Bournemouth one weekend, but yeah, I think I had COVID at the time of the last SewFruity, so I had to take pictures indoors and then I used Canva to put myself on the beach because needs must. But yeah, this is what I made, and the Romy Gather dress I originally got in the Hey Sew Sister seasonal project box, and I really love the pattern. I've made loads of them and it turns out quite differently depending on what fabric you used. So this is a nice lightweight viscose, but I've also used a needle cord. I've done like cotton ones, linen. So yeah, it's a really great pattern and it would be a good option for the Sew 7 Together challenge where you sew House 7 patterns. So that's hosted by Sam, Judy and Mandy. So yeah, there's loads of challenges going on this month. It's great. So hopefully you can all feel inspired to sew something. Anyway, let's talk about my SewFruity project. So here is the fabric that I've got. I've had this in my stash for a little while, and anyone who follows me here will know that I cannot resist this like bright cobalt blue colour, and yeah, the fruitiness, I just had to have it. Yeah, saying, oh well, I'll be hosting SewFruity again was a great excuse to buy this fabric. So this was from Rainbow Fabrics, and it is a designer dead stock fabric from Borgo de Nord, and they're a fashion designer. I hadn't heard of them before, but Rainbow shared that this is where the fabric was from. So I decided to check out what the designer made with this fabric for a little bit of inspiration. So the first view that I saw is this pattern, and I don't actually have an idea of an exact pattern that I might use to make this. So if you look at this picture and think, oh yeah, I know the perfect pattern for this, do comment below. So the dress has got like quite a deep V, flutter sleeves, and then a gathered tiered midi skirt, although it might be maxi length on me because I'm only 5'2". But that's the great thing about making your own clothes, isn't it? That you can make them actually the right size for you. So yeah, let me know your pattern idea. And obviously they've gone with some like colour blocking of different colourways of the same fabric. And I think Rainbow did have other colourways, but obviously I've only got this one, so I couldn't do the colour blocking anyway. They have also got a few other designs in the same fabrics. So this one is a much more simple like sundress, but I like how it's got the thicker straps because then you don't have to worry about your bra straps showing. And also I think like stuff that's really, really strappy, I don't tend to wear a lot because it just feels super summery. I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but it just feels like if the weather is not like, you know, over 25 degrees, it feels a bit gratuitous to get that much of the shoulders out. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yeah, I like the thicker straps. and I had an idea. Well, there's probably loads of patterns for this because it's quite a simple and kind of core basic design, but I thought about the sundress by the Avid Seamstress because that is a pattern that I actually do have in my stash. I think on the designer's version they've got the buttons all the way down the dress, but you could easily hack that. And you could do your own covered buttons, but I quite like a contrasting button, like a nice interesting button like a Pigeon Wishes or Ethel and Joan, so that just gives it a little extra detail. What button have I got on this? I've got Pigeon Wishes on this one. There we go. They seem to just go with everything because they've got so many different colours in. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, the sundress option, I think you could easily recreate from a lot of patterns, and that could be a good option for this So Recreate the Look challenge, which is also happening this month. And that's been run a few years as well by Jen and Charlene. So I'm sure you'll hear lots about that challenge as well. So I could combine the two. You're very welcome to combine SewFruity with other challenges if you don't have time to sew loads of different things for all the different challenges. But yeah, I'm not going down this route for the So Recreate the Look with my SewFruity project because I've got a different idea for So Recreate the Look, and I'm going to be following my traditional theme of recreating outfits from my own past. So these are some of my previous ones where I've done an outfit from me as a baby and me as a toddler, which are always really good fun, and I think people seem to enjoy them as well. A good little blast from the past. So yeah, I've got an idea for So Recreate the Look, which is separate from SewFruity, so I'm sure I'll tell you about that in another video, but I'll just leave it there as a teaser that I am planning to do something for that challenge as well. So let's get back on track. What am I going to make with this amazing fabric? I'm sure a lot of you guys also bought this fabric, so if you have this fabric, do let me know in the comments, and especially let me know if you're planning to make something for SewFruity in this fabric, because yeah, I'd love to hear your ideas. So originally I was thinking that I could make the spring jumpsuit by So Love Patterns. So I've got 3 meters of this fabric, and I did a quick rough toile of the bodice, but I think I am going to need to do a little bit more work to fit it because it is quite fitted around the bust and the waist on this pattern. So and because I've got quite a few plans for this month, I thought maybe I'll save the spring for when I've got a bit more time. So then I was thinking, well, what patterns do I have in my stash? Obviously had to have a browse of my stash hub, got to be you know, repping my own business. But yeah, so I had a browse of my stash hub, and one of the patterns that I have bought and I really want to make but I haven't got around to it yet is the Hazel dress by Veronica Tucker. So it's slightly fitted at the top and really gathered, so it will be lovely and airy for the summer, really fun and twirly. And I saw a version that Elle from Elle and the Stitches had made from a Fabric Godmother fabric that she wore on the catwalk at the Stitch Festival, and yeah, that was in a cotton, and it just held the structure amazingly, because I was originally thinking of making it in a viscose, but I think actually in a cotton it's even more dramatic because it really holds that shape out. So the pattern calls for loads and loads of fabric because it's so gathered. So I've actually got less than what they ask for. So we'll see how it goes. I may have to change the plan if my pattern Tetris isn't enough to fit on all the pattern pieces. But I do usually end up using less fabric than the instructions say. I think they tend to play it a bit safe because they don't want people to buy not enough fabric and then be annoyed at the pattern designers. So I'm really hoping that I can get the Hazel dress out of this fabric. I think it will be really dramatic but also really easy and comfy to wear, which is sort of what I really love it to have in my wardrobe. I definitely tend to reach for the super comfy makes more than the others. So that's it for my plans, and I'll keep you posted on how that project goes, especially if I have to change the plan. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more from me. I'm going to have lots more fruity themed content, and of course my So Recreate the Look video will be coming out as well. So we've got an amazing vlog tour of loads of vloggers from the sewing community also talking about their fruity inspiration and plans and projects. So I'm going to create a playlist for that. So make sure you check that out and keep coming back every day to see what the new video is going to be. I'm really excited to see all your fruity fabrics, and hopefully that will get us inspired for the summer, and yeah, hopefully that will give a little kick up the bum to the weather as well, and we can all start feeling nice and summery into June. So yeah, also don't forget to join in with SewFruity. So share your project on Instagram on the 30th of June, and make sure you tag me so I can see your project, and then you'll be in with a chance of winning a prize. And we have loads of amazing sponsors as well, so thank you to all our sponsors. I'm going to do another video going through all the sponsors so you can find out more about what each business does and what the prize is going to be. So yeah, really excited to kick off this challenge, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing all your amazing fruity projects. So happy sewing, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.